especially happy because it's Friday. Friday, yay! And I hope that you are celebrating with me as well. And what a joy it is. Currently Friday, May 17th. We are going to be having some nice weather today, lovely people. It's currently 60 degrees outside, so it is. The sun is already out. I was driving into the studio this morning and I was just like, look at that pretty sun, looking like a coral reef and a sunset on a beach, but it was a sunrise. It was incredible and gorgeous. And we are going to get as high as 80 degrees. 80 degrees today. Yay for the sun. So it's pretty much going to be warm and sunny most of the day. Looks like a little bit of rain coming through around 4 or 5 o'clock just for 40% chance. But after that, we are smooth sailing. So make sure that you get out and enjoy some of the sun, get some of that vitamin D on your skin. Make sure that you enjoy today. Take that walk around the block. Whatever you can do to make sure that you get a little bit of that fresh air in your lungs. Hello, somebody. We are almost officially out of the winter hibernation and moving into the full-on spring and getting ready for summer. So make sure you're getting that exercise in. Make sure you're getting that breath in your lungs. Make sure as you are waking up with me as well that you are bringing life into your body. Make sure that you wake up and give yourself that free 99 smile. It costs you nothing at all but to curl up the edges of your lips and smile. And I know if you understand my voice, you know how to smile. Go on ahead. Just go on ahead and smile. It's perfectly fine. Nobody's going to judge you. And it doesn't have to be anything to celebrate except for celebrating life itself. And isn't that something worth celebrating? I think so. Because don't we know there are folks who didn't make it into this morning? And there are folks who won't make it into tomorrow. But yet you did. You are here. You matter. You're important. You are special. And what you have to share with the world is so unique. You don't even know what it is yet. So you just got to get out here, be on your best, give yourself everything that you need, step out on faith, and take that opportunity to be great by simply being who you are. You have no idea. It's like the ripple effect in the lake, you know, when you drop that pebble in and the ripples just go choo, 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 and they just go all the way out. Your existence, you have no idea who's watching you, who's learning from you, who's seeing how you respond to situations and who's taking note of it, who you're inspiring, who may never ever say anything to you. Your coworkers, family members, even your friends are watching as you figure things out. They're watching your resilience build. They're watching you figure out how to be amazing, how you're handling situations, how you're dealing with difficulty and tough stuff. People are watching. I'll tell you, that's one thing I've never forgotten. You have no idea the reach of your impact. So when you feel like, ain't nobody caring about me, don't nobody watch, ain't nobody worried about what I'm doing, I beg to differ. You may never find out who it is and how you changed their life, but know that you showing up every day in your full authentic self matters a lot. It really, really does. We are live here on Daybreak here on WURDradio.com. Shout out to all of my online listeners, all of my local yokels here in the city of Philadelphia, Delaware, and Jersey. Hey, y'all, I love y'all so much. And today I'm going to be talking to you about the benefits of exercise. And now I know you're already like, Helena, I don't want to hear about no exercise. But this stuff is real, y'all. This is really, really real. And I have to bring this conversation to your ears because as the weather starts to get nicer, and even this morning, like 6 a.m., 5:30 a.m., it's already 60 degrees. That's the perfect time to get up and get moving. And a lot of us think that we don't have time for exercise or we don't know how to actually make it happen. But I'm about to make it so simple for you, you don't even know what's about to hit you. You can actually get up and get moving any time of the day. And so exercise itself is simply defined as any movement that makes your muscles work and requires your body to burn calories. So that could be defined in a broad sense of the word, right? So dancing, I love dancing. Dancing is incredible exercise. Reading, not so much, unless you're going to read while you dance. But, you know, anything that gets you up and gets you moving. A walk, a slow walk, a brisk walk, a fast walk, a jog, a jog, run, a run, a sprint. There are so many different levels that you can check in at. Whatever you got to move, you can make it happen. You can do jumping jacks, you can do hula hooping, you can make sure you do stretches, you can do yoga, you can do Pilates, you can do aerobics, you can do the two-step, whatever you got, move it. Get it up and get it moving. And that's the most important thing that you can do. So exercise being defined by any movement that gets your muscles working and requires your body to burn calories, that means that there are so many types of physical activity that you can be engaging in on the daily basis. Whenever somebody tells me that they don't know when they can get their exercise in, I just be looking at them like, you lying. But I give them a smile and a hug while I'm saying it, though, because then it's not so harsh. But the truth of the matter is, even if you're just getting in 5 minutes, 10 minutes a day, and I know you have that time. I know you do. You have it somewhere at the beginning, end, middle, or anywhere in between your day where you can get that exercise in. I don't care if you do 5 minutes in the morning and 5 minutes at night. I remember one time I had a client, and I put her on a 4-minute-a-day regimen. 4 minutes, friends, 4 minutes. So whatever it is you're doing, you can get it done. Swimming, running, jogging, walking, dancing. And so why do you want to get healthy? Why do you want to be exercising? Well, being active, studies show, has shown to have many health benefits. And all of us want the benefits, so that means we got to put in the work. And let's make that work as simple as possible. So not only are those benefits actually physical, they're also mental. Exercise has been shown to be able to help you live longer. So exercise is like magic, y'all. There was a study done in 2012, and it showed that in the analysis of 6 different studies, and this was 655,000 adults. That's a lot of people, okay? 2012 study was done with 655,000 adults in the United States, and they were tracked for 10 years, all right? They found that the people who did as little as 11 minutes a day, 11 minutes a day on leisurely activities, like gardening, washing the car, taking just an evening walk for 11 minutes a day, had a 1.8-year longer life expectancy after age 40 as compared to their inactive peers. That stat blows me away, because a lot of times we think you got to be out here P90Xing it and doing the wild beach body stuff, which I'm a fan of all of that, but that is not all that you have to do. If you can at least get 11 minutes a day in of exercise, come on, y'all. I know you could do that. Then you could be adding almost 2 years to your lifespan. Well, listen, I'll take a free bonus 2 years. I don't know how long I'm going to live, but I'll take a bonus 2 years wherever I can get it, okay? I'm trying to enjoy this life to the max. So 655,000 adults studied for over 10 years found that people who did as little as 11 minutes of exercise per day on leisurely activities, we're not even talking about the strenuous, get fit, get right, running up and down and CrossFit and interval training and all of that. 11 minutes a day on leisurely activities, gardening, washing the car, just going for an evening walk after dinner, literally added a 1.8-year longer life expectancy after age 40 to their lives. Not only that, they were like, okay, well, that's nice. That's a good stat. Let's see if we could take it another step further. Then they found that they wanted to test if moderate activity, so we're talking about leisurely activity like washing the car, gardening, going for a stroll, they're like, let's level it up a little bit and see if moderate activity actually is going to prolong folks' lifespans. They found that for people who did moderate activity, their life expectancy was 3.4 years longer. So we just done doubled that right there. Easily. So we went from an extra 2 years to an extra 3.4 years just from doing moderate activity. With the same 11 minutes, might I say, okay? Then they were like, you know what? Let's just make sure we double down on this study and make sure this is really, really real, and just up the ante just a little bit. Then they checked to see if folks who did vigorous activity, what their gains were. And they found that those folks lived 4.2 years longer than the average person over 40. Okay, so what other statistics do y'all need? Because that gets me fired up immediately. So many people want to age gracefully. They don't want to have those health problems. They just want to be able to carry their groceries on their own, be self-sufficient, not have to end up in these nursing homes. I mean, you don't have to have, aspirations of going into bodybuilding competitions in order to be exercising and taking care of your body physically and get healthy. All you got to do is want to just be able to age gracefully. You don't want to be on all that medication. You want to have good quality of life. You want to be able to pick up your grandkids when you want to and drive yourself where you want to go. Things like that are simple ways to keep your independence, and yet many of us don't connect that with the daily exercise we need to be doing now, in our 20s, in our 30s, in our 40s, in our 50s, in our 60s, in our 70s, and in our 80s, people. This is so crucial. This is so incredibly important. And so not only can you do it any other way that you want, there are so many different ways. Studies have shown that exercise can be able to improve your mood, decrease feelings of depression, anxiety, and stress. It also changes the parts of the brain that regulate stress and anxiety, so it can help you excrete hormones like serotonin and norepinephrine, which actually helps to relieve feelings of depression. Okay, so that's something that's really powerful. It can increase the production of endorphins, which is another hormone that's known to really help you have like that positive feeling energy, and also reduce pain. Hello, somebody, because I know people be having pain in the backs and the hips and all this stuff. Exercise can help you with that. Furthermore, let me just drop another bomb on you. Exercise has been shown to reduce symptoms in people suffering from anxiety and help you become more aware of your mental state so that you can actually practice distraction from your fears. I know a lot of folks who are having challenges with depression and anxiety, like really, really tough stuff. Exercise can help with that, just as little as 11 minutes a day. It doesn't even matter how intense the workout is. Your mood can actually benefit from exercise no matter the level of intensity, okay? And there was another study done where 24 women who were diagnosed with depression actually showed that exercise of any intensity can significantly decrease feelings of depression. So that's real to me. That's very real to me. And they did another study with 26 men, and they found that those who normally exercise regularly actually had an increase in their negative mood when they stopped exercising. So it's like, wow, you could really see the benefits. All right. Exercise can help you with weight loss. I think everybody kind of knows that intuitively, but just so you know, it is a real thing. Studies have been shown that inactivity can be a major factor in weight gain. And in fact, when you understand how exercise affects weight reduction, it's important to understand the connection between energy and exercise. Okay, so your body in general, it digests its food. Exercising and maintaining your body functions like your heart beating and your breathing. And so even though you can take a decreased calorie intake, right? So a lot of people are like, oh, I want to lose weight. Best way to lose weight is to eat less. That's also true. But you want to make sure that you are increasing your metabolic rate, because it doesn't matter how much you're eating. If you're eating the right foods, you also have to be using that energy. And the only way to use it is to get moving, right? You understand that? It makes perfect sense. It's good for your muscles and your bones. Now, what we know about strong muscles and strong bones, I don't even have to sell this one that hard. Y'all know what it feels like when you break a bone or you have an injury and it takes a long time to heal. Exercise is a great way to prevent that challenge. As you age, you know, some folks do, because of inactivity, they lose that muscle mass and that function. So this leads to the disabilities, this leads to the injuries, but regular physical activity is essential to reducing muscle loss and maintaining, maybe even increasing, but definitely maintaining your strength as you age. Energy levels, we know about that. Listen, you want to be out here hip and tripping. No, I don't know. I'm just making that up. You want to make sure that you are moving your body and grooving your body and getting that engaging in regular physical activity so that you can not be so fatigued all the time. You know what I mean? There are folks that can't even walk to the mailbox without, you know, having that fatigue set in. And when that fatigue sets in, it's an early sign that there are some serious illnesses that might be coming down the pike many years later. So your body gives you those warning signs in advance. Exercise not only does that, but it also decreases your risk for chronic disease. Hello, somebody. We know what that does. You know, regular exercise has been shown to improve insulin sensitivity, excuse me, cardiovascular fitness and body composition, also decrease blood pressure and decrease blood fat levels, right? And so what we know is that heart disease and early death is one of the #1 things that plagues our community. And if it could be prevented in something as simple as exercising, I am here for it. Hello, somebody. It helps with your skin. For all of my folks out there that just want popping, glowing skin, that's fine. Whatever you got to connect with to get that exercise going. If you're looking to get that skin popping and get that smooth baby skin on those cheeks, let's get it in. Make sure that you are getting that blood stimulation flowing and increasing those cells. And it helps with your brain memory. I mean, I could just go on and on and on. I could talk this whole hour about exercise, but don't worry, I'm not. We gonna make sure we get our interview in. Moral of the story. Exercise, my friends. Only 11 minutes a day. I know you can find those 11 minutes. Get it in. Get it in. Get it in. Get it in. All right. We're going to cut to a quick break. This is Halana here live on Daybreak with you each and every single morning from 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. Monday through Friday here on WURDradio.com. 96.1 FM, 900 on your AM dial. Currently 6:21 a.m. If you're getting out the door by 6:30, you got about 8 minutes to make that happen. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
On Tuesday, May 21st, vote for Carmela Jaquinto for judge. Push button number 24 for Carmela Jaquinto. Number 24 is easy to remember. That is how many hours a day Carmela Jaquinto will fight for you to ensure justice for our community and all Philadelphians. Carmela Jaquinto has more than 18 years practicing law. She has been recommended by the Philadelphia Bar Association and endorsed by the black clergy of Philadelphia and vicinity. Carmela Jaquinto has been endorsed by the Democratic City Committee, the hardworking men and women of the AFL-CIO, and the Philadelphia Building Trades. She has spent her legal career ensuring the rights of our children caught in a legal system that too often ignores them. Now Carmela Jaquinto needs our support. This Tuesday, May 21st, push button 24. That's Carmela Jaquinto, number 24 for judge.
This is Carmela Jaquinto, and I approve this message.
Helen Gim fights for every single child in this city. I know because she fought for mine. My two sons attend a Philadelphia school that was supposed to close a few years back. Helen Gim stood with us to organize parents and keep our school open. When she got elected to city council, I knew Helen would get to work. Helen restored school nurses and counselors. She fought for clean water and brought music programs back to our schools. She's standing up for air conditioning and clean and safe school buildings. Helen Gim fought to end the state takeover of our schools so parents like me could have a voice in our kids' lives. She's fighting poverty with a new law protecting hourly workers. She supports a $15 minimum wage, affordable transit, and protects renters and homeowners in our city. I'm voting for Helen Gim, button number 56, because I know she gets things done.
I'm Helen Gim, number 56 on the ballot. I'm running for re-election to City Council at large as your champion for Philadelphia school kids and working families. When you vote for me, you're voting for a fighter who won't stop working for Philadelphia for all of us. On May 21st, push button number 56 for Helen Gim. Paid for by Friends of Helen Gim.
Listen live at WURDradio.com.
This Memorial Day, Sugar House Casino is letting you drive home a winner. Play your favorite slots and table games all month long to earn entries to win a 2019 Cadillac XT4. Visit SugarHouseCasino.com for more details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Anthony Kyriakakis is the fair voice we need on the Philadelphia Court of Common Pleas. As a defense attorney, Anthony volunteered for President Obama's Clemency Project. He has fought to end racial inequities in our justice system. Now, Anthony is running for judge. He's endorsed by the Democratic Party and received the Philadelphia Bar Association's highest rating. On May 21st, push button number 19 to vote for Democrat Anthony Kyriakakis. Paid for by Anthony Kyriakakis for judge.
This is Anthony Kyriakakis, and I approve this message.
The Kimmel Center for the Performing Arts presents Philadelphia hip-hop legend Rennie Harris. In his new work, Functified, Harris's Pure Movement company pushes the boundaries of street dance to create a multimedia performance set to the soundtrack of 1970s funk music and more. Through live musicians and the creation of an eclectic soundscape, audiences are drawn into Harris's personal journey from the culture of funk music to the evolution of hip-hop. Rennie Harris, Functified. 3 performances only, June 7th and 8th. Tickets at KimmelCenter.org. Keeping you informed about Tuesday's election. This is WURD Radio, 96.1 FM WURD and 900 AM WURD, Philadelphia, independent black media. Now back to Daybreak on WURD Radio, 96.1 FM and 900 AM WURD. Streaming live at WURDradio.com.
Good morning. This is Halana here, live and in the building with you here on Daybreak each and every single morning, Monday through Friday, from 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. on WURDradio.com, 96.1 FM, 900 on your AM dial. And what a beautiful morning that it is. Make sure as you are preparing yourself to get on out the door that you grab your smile. I know it's already on your face, but just go ahead and remember to bring it with you and grab your packed lunch. You know, I'm a big proponent of having that packed lunch ready to go, making sure you are saving those coins, okay? Save those dollar bills, and also make sure you're eating healthy. When you pack your lunch, you are able to take control of your health by making sure that you eat what you want to eat and eat as much of it as you can. So get those vegetables in, get those fruits in, get that protein in. You know what it is. As you are preparing yourself, please keep in mind that it is Friday, y'all. So just get on through today. Currently Friday, May 17th, and outside today it's already 60 degrees outside at 6:27 a.m. Already 60 degrees, which is incredible. It's going to get as high as 80. A little bit of rain from like 4 to 5 is on the docket. Who knows, that could change, but it's going to be nice outside, so make sure you keep that in mind as you are making your way out the door. We are talking today about exercise and the importance of exercise and why exercise can work magic. So I want to welcome to the show Brother Ron really quickly before we take our guest. Brother Ron, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing fine, spoken energy. I wanted to say to you, it is very true. It is better to light one little candle and to curse the dark, meaning that spark, that positive, because your health begins with your mental attitude to a certain degree. That is the purification that takes care of everything. And remember this, do unto others as you would have them to do unto you. And guess what? If you give negativity no life, it takes no life. But if you give life with substance and positive, it just manifests like a mushroom. So go on with your program, and I hope that your weekend, because your name to me is Spoken Energy. What a wonderful way to start the day. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Brother Ron. You know, we appreciate you so much here at WURD. So I'd like to welcome to the show Tabitha Talley. Tabitha, hi. Welcome.
Hi, good morning, Alana. How are you?
That's okay. Don't be nervous. You'll be just fine. Tabitha is a 52-year-old Philadelphia native, Virginia native, residing in Philadelphia since 1986. But she is the creator of Hula Hoop for Your Health. We have to talk all about it. Yes. Okay, so for those of us who don't know what Hula Hoop for Your Health is, what is it?
So, good morning. Hula Hoop for Your Health is it's an exercise. So we're talking about exercise this morning, so it's an exercise. It's a regimen that I put together to heal. So to me, it's a healing exercise. Hula hooping for me has been deep breathing. It's created deep breathing, balance, endurance, movement, getting me outside after an injury. It's just been a lot of different health benefits from hula hooping. And we're not talking about just the basic hula hooping. We're talking about 2-pound hula hoops. We're talking about 3-pound hula hoops. And we're talking about hula hoops that weigh 5 pounds. So there's a level to this, but it's a great exercise regimen to build for yourself in the home. You don't have to go to the gym. You don't have to go outside. You just need a little bit of space, and you can get it done.
That's incredible. So you just leveled it up all the way. You brought all the energy. She got 2-pound hula hoops, y'all, 3-pound and 5-pound. And I'm gonna let you know she brought them with her here in the studio. And before the break, she was hula hooping in the hallway, y'all. So Miss Tabitha is all about this hula hoop life. Yes. So I'm curious, what got you started into hula hooping? Was it like a childhood pastime that you've always done, or did you have any particular, kind of path that brought you to this?
Okay, so as a child, I do recall seeing a hula hoop.
Okay.
I don't recall doing the hula hoop a lot.
Okay.
Skating was my thing.
Yeah. Oh, that was a big thing. Skating. So, everybody was at the skating rink, right?
Yes. Yes.
That was, and that's actually a form of exercise too.
It is.
I don't think we knew that at the time.
Oh my God, no.
But skating was a form of exercise, but it was so fun, right? Everybody thought that they weren't doing exercise. Didn't you? Did you have that experience as well?
And Helena, I agree, because I feel like I didn't think that hula hooping was a form of exercise until I felt like I needed it.
Mm-hmm.
I had it as fun, but then when I needed it, I used to exercise a lot just for fun. So I got hurt. It was an injury at work in 2013. I worked up until July. After getting hurt in 2012, I came out of work in 2013. So I worked for a year.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so during that year, things just got worse.
Right.
Like, it was an injury to my foot, and I realized that through going through the doctor and things that it crushed a nerve. So I couldn't understand why my whole left side was shaking, how it's very emotional, but I'm going to get to the point here.
Yeah, it's okay.
So I started to lose movement on my whole left side, and I kept asking the doctors, like, why is it getting worse? Why is it getting worse? And it was because I was doing strenuous work. So I had to get to the point where as though I'm not angry anymore, I'm not upset anymore. I really had to accept the fact that I couldn't work anymore. And all of those things increased the anger internally. So I had to find something that made me happy. So I reverted back to my childhood.
Yes.
Prior to that, I used to work out all the time, but I didn't hula hoop as much. I just did it as fun. I realized that I couldn't hula hoop for even 1 minute. And then what I started to do was say, wow, it's one, because I'm not breathing. It's two, because I'm not elongating my body. So I'm kind of hunched over because I'm upset. When I found that I was doing it, and the hoop started getting straighter and straighter, and I'm getting taller and taller, and my breathing is getting deeper and deeper. So I'm like, wow, this is exercise. And I feel better. And just like you spoke about, Helena, earlier, about how it speaks to that depression. So what I realized is that I'm not as mad as I used to be. I don't feel depressed anymore. And so I was like, okay, now let's go outside with this. So then I started going outside. Then I started going to the park, around the water, and around the trees. And it just seemed like life just kept, everywhere I went, life was there, life was there. So myself and the hula hoop, we became life one. And it just went from there. So that's from 2013 to currently, just doing the hula hoop.
That's incredible. You have me completely floored with this story, because I interview a lot of people around health and wellness and just different aspects of it, from financial to physical, mental, all of that. I've never met anybody who is like, hula hoop for your health, y'all.
Hula hoop for your health, y'all.
That's incredible. And the idea that, you used it as a healing mechanism to help you in one of the toughest times of your life.
Yes,
where you could have easily given up,
yes,
and you didn't. And you found something to hold on to, and it was the hula hoop.
Yes, ma'am.
What?
Yes, ma'am.
That's incredible. And I know there are a lot of folks out there who can relate to your story, right? Who may have had an injury at their work, or who may have really had to fight for disability, or who may currently be just dealing with challenges in their job, or just challenges with the change in their body's functions. Maybe you used to be able to do this, and now things have changed and you can't. And it's like a mental thing. It's really a mental block. Can you talk to us a little bit about how you were able to mentally strengthen yourself as you were bringing that physical, component with the hula hoop to your just, as a way to encourage other folks out there?
Absolutely, Helena. So what I think I did to do that, I've always been very hard on myself. So what I did is I kind of switched that. I started to pamper myself. I started to say to myself, like, listen, just like you give, you have to others, you have to give to yourself. And then I had to realize what I needed to give to myself, because I always felt like I had it all. Like I had positive energy. I've always been optimistic. I've always been a mover and a shaker. I've always been physically active. So I said to myself, it's like, now you have to teach yourself these things all over again. These are things that I loved to do. I used to jog. I was working from 3 to 11. I would take my bicycle and ride around Kelly Drive, 8.5 miles prior to going to work. Sometimes I would leave work and I would go skating at night. So this is like, I'm 40-something years old doing these things.
Yes.
And having a ball with it,
Right.
So it's like you said earlier, you could be depressed, you could be sad, you could be in pain, but once you get up and start moving, we'll call it /exercise, but let's just say, for the sake of making it sound better, let's just move.
Yes.
Once you start moving, it's so amazing how those endorphins start to squeak in your head. And it's like, wow, I feel a little better. And then you do a little bit more, and I feel a little bit better. So you just continue to push yourself, or not even push yourself, but encourage yourself. So you find yourself internally encouraging yourself. So you just encourage yourself, and next thing you know, you're looking back, and it's like, wow, I worked out for 20 minutes, and I worked out for 30 minutes. Now I'm working out for an hour, and that hour can turn into 2 hours. Now it's like, instead of me taking the elevator, I'm going to walk up the steps.
Exactly.
And instead of me parking close, I'm going to park further just so I have to walk. So it's just a lot of minor things that we can do that can give us major results.
That's incredible. I love that. And that is so much about, like, just my personal methodology. Like, I'm the person who takes the steps whenever possible, parks far away from the grocery store or whatever, whenever I can. And just really getting those walks in, especially on your lunch break or whatever you can do. But there's something key that I think that I really want to highlight about your story, which I think is so incredible, is the fun.
Yes.
A lot of times when people think about exercise, they immediately go, I don't want to do that, or I don't know when I got time for it. Like, it's like their posture changes, their tone changes, their face changes. it becomes something, they haven't even done it yet, and they're already like regretting it. They're like, I don't want to do it. I feel like it's going to be so hard and so much work. Talk to me about the fun, because you look so happy when you're in the hallway out here at the station hula hooping. I mean, I was just like, wow, she brought her hula hoops at 6 a.m. and she's in the hallway hula hooping on the break. Like, this is real, yeah. This is not, Miss Tabitha is not about, you know, the fake news and fake stories. She's literally living this, like, a living, breathing, you know, experience.
Absolutely.
So talk to us a little bit about the fun. Like, what does that mean for you to be able to have fun while you're exercising? Does it then feel like, not like it's exercise at all?
Wow. That's exactly how it feels. Like it's not exercise at all. And you talk about fun.
Yeah.
I'm lost for words right now. Fun.
Yes.
It's so much fun. The steps to hula hooping is, okay, so the fun. I'm literally sitting here with a smile on my face and I can't even go further than fun. It's just fun. It's just
Yes,
that.
yes.
I'll say fun with exclamation points at the end. It's fun. It's fun.
All right, y'all.
I'm sorry. It's just fun.
Yes, it is fun. It is fun. So for folks that are like, okay, I don't know if hula hooping is my thing, you know, I don't know if I got the rhythm and I got the hips and all of that, you know, what can you suggest that might also be fun that folks can tap into with exercise? We'll talk more about the hula hoop in a moment, but maybe for the folks who are like, I can't do no hula hooping, you know, what other things do you recommend that are super fun that might not feel like exercise, but they actually are?
Let me tell you something that's very simple, Helena, with exercising that I think. Stretching.
Yes.
I realized also during that time that I used to stretch a lot but never made it an exercise. So sometimes I would just get up and stretch for 20, 30 minutes. And it's almost like when you realize like your body is doing so much and then you're just simply stretching. The fun part about that is yesterday my arm could only go here.
Right.
But today my arm can go. So I think it's just you're motivating yourself by seeing that you can do more
Right.
than you did the day before. So I think stretching is a great, simple exercise. That's fun. And I mean stretching, flexing everything that you can. If you think about, people wouldn't think to stretch your neck. You stretch your neck muscle, stretch your fingers, stretch your wrist, stretch your thumb. You know what I mean? It's not just stretching your long limbs, but stretching is awesome, and stretching is also fun.
That's incredible. And I love that you mentioned, oh, go ahead, jump rope.
I'm sorry, jump rope
Yeah, go
is
ahead.
another one. I know what I used to do. I couldn't jump at first, so this is after the injury, okay? So I couldn't jump at first, so I would tell myself, jump 10 times without stopping. And every time you miss, start all over. So it's like just challenging yourself. And then now I'm up to 100.
Wow.
So I won't go under 100. If I don't make it to 100, I keep going.
Until you hit
If
100.
I hit 80, I go all the way back to 1. So it's just like that challenge makes it fun.
Yes.
Nobody is judging you. You're judging yourself. You're encouraging yourself. You're motivating yourself. That makes it fun.
I love that. I love that. And I think I do that too when I do my workouts, when I'm running, you know, just being like, okay, I'm going to run to that tree. Okay, I'm going to pass this lady. Or, okay, I'm going to pass this woman with the baby carriage. Or I'm going to make it to the water or whatever. You know, just those little things. It does build the mental strength that you need. And, you know, can you talk to us about some of the benefits that you've seen? Actually, we're going to cut to a break in just a moment. When we come back, we'll talk some more about benefits. We are speaking with Miss Tabitha Talley, who is the creator of Hula Hoop for Your Health. All right, and I just added a tagline to it: Hula Hoop for Your Health, y'all. That is not hers. I just made that up on the side. But she is the creator and founder of Hula Hoop for Your Health, and she actually does it on 22nd and Lehigh at Lloyd Hall on Boathouse Row at the Connie Mack Recreation Center as well. And so we're going to get more into where you can connect with Miss Tabitha if you would want to get started with hula hooping, and she's going to talk to us about the steps that, you know, it takes and how everybody can hula hoop and learn that. After we come back from our break, this is Helena here live on Daybreak with you each and every single morning, Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. on WURDradio.com, your number one source for the best information that you're going to find in the city of Philadelphia. 96.1 FM, 900 on your AM dial. We'll be right back.
I was born and raised in Point Breeze, South Philadelphia. I'm Kenyatta Johnson. I have 2 sons, and they're the joy of my life. I want safe and strong neighborhoods where we all can live. I want to make sure we have development without displacement. Being a dad challenged me to step up to the plate even more. I'm Kenyatta Johnson. Back in '98, several of my friends were murdered. That's not organized at First Peace, Not Guns rally. making sure our young men don't have to make a decision between going to school or picking up guns. As your councilman, I have fought for gun violence prevention programs to raise the minimum wage and expand early childhood education. There are 15 different neighborhoods in the district, and I fight for all of them. This Tuesday, May 21st, I ask you to vote Kenyatta Johnson for City Council. Paid for and authorized by citizens for Kenyatta Johnson. From here, for here.
Who will protect the citizens of the tri-state area from careless motorists, doctors who make medical mistakes, and companies that make defective products? Who will ensure that property owners are held accountable for dangerous conditions on their land? Who will represent the people with the honesty, integrity, and compassion that they deserve?
I will. I'm Sam Anion, your advocate, your lawyer, but most importantly, I'm your friend.
For more information, call 215-935-6901. That's 215-935-6901. Call now.
Be heard. Want another way to join the conversation?
Follow us on social media
using the hashtag onWURD.
Be heard.
Stay connected to Word Radio.
Independent Black Media.
This is Congressman Dwight Evans. We know how important it is to have leaders committed to our neighborhoods. That's why I'm backing Alan Dom. He is number 66 on the ballot, and we need to keep him on City Council fighting for us. Alan Dom is donating his salary back to our schools and is personally paying to teach computer coding and financial literacy to our children in our neighborhoods. And Alan is leading the fight to give people who have been in prison a second chance by providing job training and reentry programs. Again, this is Dwight Evans. Please join me in voting for Alan Dom for City Council at large, number 66 on the ballot. He's a champion for our neighborhoods.
Big ideas, big achievements. A better city for all of us. Vote Alan Dom for City Council.
Alan Dom, number 66.
Paid for by Dom for Council.
On Tuesday, May 21st, vote for Carmela Jaquinto for judge. Push button number 24 for Carmela Jaquinto. Number 24 is easy to remember. That is how many hours a day Carmela Jaquinto will fight for you to ensure justice for our community and all Philadelphians. Carmela Jaquinto has more than 18 years practicing law. She has been recommended by the Philadelphia Bar Association and endorsed by the black clergy of Philadelphia and vicinity. Carmela Jaquinto has been endorsed by the Democratic City Committee, the hardworking men and women of the AFL-CIO, and the Philadelphia Building Trades. She has spent her legal career ensuring the rights of our children caught in a legal system that too often ignores them. Now Carmela Jaquinto needs our support. This Tuesday, May 21st, push button 24. That's Carmela Jaquinto, number 24 for judge.
This is Carmela Jaquinto, and I approve this message.
Now, a traffic update
on Word Radio.
Good morning. This report sponsored by Zell. Southbound 95 at a jam approaching Cobbin Avenue down through the Vine Expressway. Earlier disabled bus has been cleared, so good news there. Northbound side of 95 moving fine. The Vine Expressway, pretty good shape both ways through Center City, Philadelphia. Schuylkill Expressway eastbound busy. Blue Route 476 through the Conshohocken, Krevik, and Montgomery through Girard. Westbound City out to Belmont slow. Turnpike and the Blue Route, no major problems there as of yet. 42 northbound, 55 to 295, light 55 north, busy from Deptford into 42 now this morning. Zelle is an easy way to send money to friends and family right from your banking app. Not sure what to get someone for their birthday? Send them their money with Zelle so they can buy whatever they want. Look for Zelle on your banking app or get more info at ZellePay.com. Zelle, this is how money moves. For more traffic information, log on to SIGAlert.com. I'm Jim Bachman with your Philadelphia area traffic.
Now back to Daybreak on Word Radio, 96.1 FM and 900 AM WURD.
Streaming live at wordradio.com.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is Helena here live in the building with you each and every single day, Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. here on Daybreak on WURDradio.com, 96.1 FM, 900 on your AM dial. Guest hosting for Thera Martin. And what a joy it is, my beautiful people. It's currently Friday, May 17th. Friday, yay! And we are happy to be here, happy to be alive, appreciative, and grateful for a beautiful day and yet another opportunity to show and share share our genius with the world. Hello, somebody. If you are just tuning in with me, good morning, and you're late. You got to tune in earlier. And if you are with me this whole entire time and you are on your way out the door, make sure that you do get out the door on time. You know, my programming be so gripping, got your ears all focused and everything. I don't want you to be late to work. So make sure that you are making your way out the door on time and with your smile and your packed lunch as you make your way into this beautiful, beautiful day. If you're planning to get out the door by 7 a.m., you got about 15 minutes to make that happen. And you know what happens with the morning minutes. They either are as long as possible or they are as quick as possible. So make sure you don't miss a beat and you get off to your day with a beautiful, beautiful start. Nice and calm, nice and peaceful, no rush, no stress. This is Helana here live on Daybreak, and we are speaking today with Tabitha Talley, who is the creator and founder of Hula Hoop for Your Health. And I've added a little tagline, Hula Hoop for Your Health, y'all, just to kind of up the ante a little bit. Miss Tabitha, welcome back to the show.
Thank you, Helana.
Thank you. So we have a gripping, incredible conversation happening right now, and I want to invite you to call in if you have a story to share about hula hooping, maybe, or just about how you found fun in exercise and how exercise has become a part of your normal life, or if you need a little encouragement around getting back to exercise, you've had a work injury or injury in general, or you just feel like you're kind of stuck in a rut and you want to talk to Tabitha and, either encourage her or get some encouragement yourself, go ahead and call in. Let's hear from you. The number is 215-634-8065. Again, that's 215-634-8065, or you can call me toll free at 1-866-361-0900. Share with us your story about health, maybe about health and hula hooping, or just about the importance that you think exercise has for folks who are over 40. I want to hear from you right away. 215-634-8065. Okay, so we were talking about hula hoop for your health and how a lot of people are like, I can't do that. I can't hula hoop. Break it down for us, Ms. Tabitha. What exactly is the deal? Is it true that everybody can hula hoop? And if so, how exactly did they get started?
I believe that everybody can hula hoop.
I do. I believe you too. Okay.
And I think it's a myth about it just being in the hips. It's basically in the core section. It's in the midsection of the body, and it's in posture. It's in your posture, and it's in your breathing. If you can get those things down pat, you'd be surprised how long you can hula hoop.
Wow.
So.
Okay. And so what do they do to get started? Should they buy this 5-pound hula hoop and then start with that, or where should they start?
Well, I wouldn't say buy the 5-pound hula hoop. I would say get a larger hula hoop than a regular child size hula hoop.
Okay.
Start with that so that you don't invest a lot of money in it. Maybe go to 5 and below, pick up one of the larger ones that they have, and start with that.
Okay.
Go home and practice a couple times. It's harder because it's smaller and it's lighter. But if you want to invest in one, I think Target and Walmart has 2-pound hula hoops. And if you want to go further, you can go on the internet and you can order a 5-pound hula hoop. They may run from $30-something used to $50 or $60 brand new.
Okay.
So.
And with the 2-pound hula hoops, how much are those usually?
2-pound is normally like $25 maybe.
Okay. And then the other ones you said like 5 and below or what have you
5 and below,
are like $5 or whatever.
But
okay.
they're large and they're more difficult to do because they're very thin.
Oh, interesting. So I didn't realize that there was really that but it makes sense now that you're describing it, the science behind the size and the weight and the width of the hula hoop. The smaller ones are more difficult. The larger ones are a little easier, and also the weighted ones are actually easier than the lighter ones. Why is that?
Well, that is because a couple reasons. One, because the heavier ones, it goes around slower. So it gives you time to kind of move with it.
Okay.
Versus the smaller ones, when you throw that, it's going to go really, really fast.
Yes.
So most people get very excited and they get anxious and they try to fight with the hoop. I always say in my class, you can't win.
Yes.
Don't fight with it. You have to go with it. You have to learn to change your breathing in the mix of the hoop going around. So that's why it's easier to go with the heavier ones, because it's going to go slower than the lighter ones because it's going to go faster. You're going to fight with it most of the time.
That's so interesting. I love that. I hadn't even thought about the idea that there were weighted hula hoops. You just expand. It was like, psh, like mind blowing. You just expanded my whole understanding of hula hoops as they are. So hula hoops, anybody can do it, and you can get started today. What would be, just your advice to folks who are interested in getting started, but really just feeling kind of lost and not really motivated, honestly. You know, do you have any words of encouragement that maybe you held on to as you were finding your way? Because that was, what, like a whole year? You were talking about inactivity and just these different things. Talk to us about some of the stuff we were talking about over the break.
Okay, so let me mention one more thing about the weighted hoops.
Yes.
2 pounds, 3 pounds, and the 5 pounds. They come where you can detach them.
Oh,
so
okay.
you can travel with them.
Oh, that's amazing.
You know what I mean? Yeah, you don't have to worry about them being big and bulky if you're riding a bus, if you're walking down the street, if you're getting into your car. You can take them apart. I think they come in like 8 different pieces.
Wow.
So you can carry them with you wherever you go. And if you feel like somebody is getting on my nerve, you can break out your hula hoop. See, just the mention of the word hula hoop, it makes you smile. So now you already started, right? You put that hula hoop together and you just get going. What was the other question you asked me? I'm sorry,
you wanted to say something else about the hula hoop?
No, just the fact that you can travel with it.
Okay,
You know, and
okay.
you can take it apart. And it comes in 8 different pieces.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
It looks like we have a caller on the line, too. Mamie from South Hill, Virginia. Welcome.
Hi. Good morning.
Hi, good morning. What's your comment for Tabitha, Miss Mamie?
Well, my comment this morning is, what motivated you to try the hula hoop as an health?
What motivated you to try the hula hoop for your health?
Hi, Mom. So.
Oh, this is your mom? I love that. I love that. Hi, Mom.
So, Mom, what motivated me to try the hula hoop was, as you know, I used to love roller skating, I used to love jogging, and I used to love riding my bike. I didn't have the balance after the injury, and I just couldn't run after the injury. I couldn't even walk. So the hula hoop was the only thing that I had in the house that I felt like I can do. So even though I realized I couldn't do it, I just kept pushing with that because I felt like it was the most simple thing to start with. And that's what encouraged me.
Thank you so much for calling in, Miss Mamie. We appreciate you. I love that.
Everybody have a blessed day.
Yes, ma'am. And you keep hula hooping, honey.
I hula hooping every day.
Yes, ma'am.
Your mom is hula hooping?
Yes, ma'am.
Wait a minute. That is blowing my mind. I'm sorry, Miss Mamie. Can I ask how old you are?
I am proudly 72 years young.
72 years young. And Miss Mamie is hula hooping every day?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow.
So, if you don't mind, I'll share how you got started with the hula hooping?
Sure.
Okay, so my mom, her doctor.
Go ahead. Tell it to
Her
us.
doctor a couple years ago told her that if she didn't get her numbers down, that I'm emotional right now. If she didn't get her numbers down, that we would lose her within 6 months. I got so, and I'm gonna say honestly, I got so angry with her because I know my mom is a physically active person. So I'm saying, what are you doing? What are you doing? You know, and I said, if you die because of this, I'm not coming to your funeral.
Wow.
Okay? So what I didn't say to her was that come to my house once a week and I'm going to train you. I'm not a certified personal trainer, but I am a workout-aholic.
Mm-hmm.
So she came once a week. We started doing the hula hoop. I started taking her to the YMCA, getting in the water. I started showing her stretching. I started taking her to the park, and she was doing the hula hoop, and she was lifting weights, and she was doing. So this lady is amazing, okay? And it's gotten her weight is awesome. Her stamina is awesome. Like now she wants to dress and be pretty all the time. Like this hula hooping and exercising thing does something for your mental that I cannot explain. All I can say is that you would not be upset with yourself if you do it.
Wow. Miss Mamie, I just appreciate you for your energy and the fact that you're 72 and you were able to turn your health around like that. Yes, and not just for yourself but for your daughters. Were you incredibly what advice, Miss Mamie, would you give to folks your age who are dealing with some of the stuff that you've dealt with their health, as to like why they should get started right away exercising?
Okay, first of all, what brought me to bad health, I think this is the most important thing in my life. It was not the inactivity, because because I've always been a person that was on the move, multitasking, doing things. It stemmed it from my mental state I end up with high blood pressures and diabetes. That was because I was suppressing so many feelings, trying to fit in, trying to be a good wife. And it came through my health. It took down my health. So when I started the hula hooping classes with my daughter, and then we ended up going to the park, it was like seeing another side of life other than work and being supportive for another person. So even people that talking about weight, if they have this mental thing, it's a help. It helps the mind and the body. I can attest to that.
Thank you so much, Miss Mamie. Oh, my goodness, I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you, Mom.
All right.
I love you.
Oh, I love that. I love y'all. I love this so much. We have one last caller we're going to take. Karen from Southwest Philly. Welcome to the show.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. We have just a quick moment, so if you could share with us your comment. Yes.
I hula hoop because it's part of my belly dancing routine that I do in the house. And I do hula hoop average on every other day or every other 2 days, but it keeps my waistline trim and it just makes my endorphins rise. So that's part of my happiness.
Yes, thank you, Miss Karen. I appreciate y'all. Listen, we calling all hula hoopers out the woodwork. Just come on out and show your colors. We appreciate you all. We appreciate you all. Miss Tabitha, thank you so much for coming through today. This brought me so much life. I hope you enjoyed it as well.
I did, Helena. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. So really quickly, tell folks where they can connect with you, find you, come to your classes. Yes.
Okay, so I am on Facebook as Tabitha Talley, TABITHA I am on Instagram as the hula hoop _lady.
Okay.
So it's hula hoop lady.
But it's hula hoop _lady on Instagram. Okay, that's great.
And then my number to reach me for classes or anything or any questions is 215-397-6218. Again, 215-397-6218 is where I can be reached.
Oh, I hope y'all reach out to Miss Tabitha. I really hope that you do. I want to send so much love your all's way today. Happy Friday. Happy hula hooping day. I hope you get your hula hoop on. Go on ahead and pick you one up. And make sure you are actively getting out here in this beautiful weather, connecting with people. I hope y'all are feeling as good as I'm feeling. This was an incredible, incredible show. Thank you so much for your energy. Thank you to the listeners who have diligently stayed on with me this whole hour to share your stories and to call in. And I know some folks called in, we couldn't get to you, but please make sure you call in on Monday. We'll be talking about something different, but you know, all that good stuff is coming down your pike. This is Helena here live on Daybreak with you each and every single day, Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. talking about health and wellness from all aspects, you all. Make sure, no matter what or who comes your way today, that the joy and the love and the peace that you seek lives inside of you. Have a wonderful weekend, my lovely people. Peace.
On Tuesday, May 21st, vote for Carmela Jaquinto for judge. Push button number 24 for Carmela Jaquinto. Number 24 is easy to remember. That is